Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on HofBergmann. So, we are in field number 1 with the seeder as we set up last week, if memory serves correctly. I wanted to turn up the audio so I can actually hear the game. There we go. And let's see what's going to make us the most profit out of the normal, regular stuff. Now, I am on the hunt for a new map. This is a neat map and all. It's just not for me. And at the end of the day, pure and simple, it's just not for me. Soybeans. Wow, they're worth quite a bit. Yeah, we'll do just soybeans. Keep it simple. That's what we're on already. I'll unfold this. And just come into the field a wee bit. And get going. Just over a tad from where we were. Good grief. Alright, let's get GPS set up as well. So on that course, 6 meters. Blip. Seeders on. Seeders down. And away we go. And why do we have an offset? I never get why it puts offsets on at times. And sometimes it doesn't. We should just cream through this lot. In this little area. Now, Monday. So, I actually put the idea out there and a lot of people wanted me to do that. And I'm going to do Oregon Springs. Well, I did Oregon Springs yesterday. Which is going to be a nice change, honestly. I'm looking forward to doing it. It's a good tractor, this. I do quite like it. It's different. It's not a model that I'm actually familiar with at all. Maybe because it was more of the American market, maybe? I'm not sure. I really have no idea. It really does look sort of an American style to me. But I don't know. You guys can let me know on that one, especially with the orange triangle there. That's not something you tend to see on the UK piece of machinery. As I take a sip of coffee, I got up. A good time for me. Been up for several hours now. But I am just, you know those days where you're just tired and you can't seem to shake it? That's where I'm at right now. Doesn't help my room is like an absolute furnace right now because the heating's on. And I can't turn the radiator down because the radiator valve just pees liquid everywhere. Definitely irritating when it gets this hot in here. And of course with my laptop, my desktop, 2 screens, it gets warm in here. It really does. So I was talking to Rainbow Dave last night, and he's doing okay. Extremely bored without the computer. To be understand that one. He's, from what he was saying, hoping that the CPU cooler comes in possibly slightly earlier than scheduled, because it is already in Dublin. So it's in Ireland already, basically. So fingers crossed he can get that back up and running sooner than later. It's definitely not fun, and me and Dave are in the same boat where we both do this as our full-time jobs. And of course for Dave, the same as it would be me, it's catastrophic to go out like that. Not much you can do about it, really. It happens. It just sucks, Ireland being where it is, and it takes a long time for stuff to come over, from what he's explained in the past. Takes a hell of a long time for computer parts to get over, especially if he ended up ordering it from Newegg. So I've never dealt with Newegg, but that you get Amazon that just doesn't ship to Ireland, from what I understand. And many places that won't ship to Ireland, I don't get it. I really don't. And now we're going down the short side, so this is where it gets tricky. Absolutely rinsing through this. So I don't know how many of you have Netflix, but I've recently discovered a show called Towies. It's based in Queensland, Australia, and it's about tow truck drivers, or one company in particular. Very much like Highway Through How, or the other one, the 407. Heavy Rescue 407 or something like that. Two shows that are tow truck stuff out of Canada. Heavy Rescue 407, I believe that's what it's called. That one's actually based and features the highway down by Jess's, where I stay in Canada. So that one, a lot of the chunks of the road that they work on, I know. It's kind of cool. But the Australian one, if you guys have got Netflix, check it out. I don't know if it's on the UK one. I've got Jess's access to Jess's Netflix, so the Canadian one, it's on there, and it's interesting. It's good. It's pretty cool, actually. That being said, it's not family friendly. There is swearing to be fitted with an Australian program, to be quite honest. So, be forewarned. I highly recommend it if you're okay with a bit of swearing, basically. Pretty neat. They're just ripping right on along. Now tomorrow we are on Lone Oak. Never did finish our field off. Did I say Lone Oak? No, don't get excited, guys. We're not on Lone Oak. Oakfield. Why did I think of Lone Oak? Wow, that just rolled off the tongue too easily. No, I'm not on Lone Oak. I don't have access to that map yet. We will be on Oakfield. Now, I was looking actually at the views on that video, and holy crap, Monday's video got terrible views. So I don't know if you guys didn't see it, or because it was the same thumbnail, you thought it was an archive, maybe. Could have shot myself in the foot with that one. And drop the cedar. And away we go. Headland passes. Without trying to drop the controller. Switch off GPS. I need to start figuring out how to do the headlands properly myself. It's a stopping distance I always screw up, as you guys can probably tell. We'll probably end up harvesting this lot one more time, and we'll wrap it up on this map. Like I say, fantastic map. I'm not feeling it. Really not feeling it as much as I was to begin with. And some of you probably argue, well, you never liked it in the first place. Which, I did like it. It's just, it was very frustrating to learn. Is that part of the reason why I'm kind of turned off of the map? Probably. Overly complicated for what it is. Big chunk of it's not in English. Yeah, I think that'll probably turn a lot of people off, to be honest. But I'm not saying it's a terrible map. It's genuinely an interesting map. I would recommend it if you've got a lot of time to sit there, learn it, and play it. Do I have the time to do it? Arguably, yeah, I do have the time to do it. It's the case of not having the willpower to play the game for stupid amounts of time and getting bored of the game is the biggest issue for me. So we go up this side of the headland. There we go. Missing everything there. I wonder how I describe this section. Wow. So what's the snow like by you guys? For me, the snow's pretty much gone now, actually. It's just a few pieces left around. Just ice chunks, but for the most part it's gone. And hopefully, considering the country panic buys and goes to a grinding halt. Hopefully, it's gone. You know, I'm not just saying that because, well, I've been in Canada and I've been dealing with snow for the last 3 months. I'm saying that because the country just can't handle it, and it's hilarious. Like, it's so sad to see the amount of people that went out panic buying. Oh, like, really? Come on now. And they go out panic buy, have all the stuff, probably ends up throwing it away because they don't use it all. It's comical. A few times you see that. Alright. Now, this is done. Field 1 complete. Let's go check out... that corner I'm not going to worry about, to be quite honest. Let's go check out field 22. See what's actually in that. I'm really not too sure. If it is a crop that requires a corn header, I may... there's no may. I will probably just seed over it. Just to get rid of it. No, that's not it. It is down by the water source here. Hopefully we can just run down by the side of that. Looking quite likely. Yeah, we can. Sweet. Got a feeling it's corn. Yeah, it is. Decisions. Almost looks like FS13 corn. It's not, but it looks like it. How big's the field? Good sized field for this map too, actually. Do I have a corn header? If I do, it's going to be just laying around. Yeah, I do. It's on the combo. Yeah, why not? Go corn harvesting. I'm going to take this down to the field. I always come through the field here. Probably shouldn't, but hey ho. What's going to be the easiest way? Just actually looking to see if I can cut through one of the fields. I could fit, possibly cut field through field 2, but that's probably got cropping, so we'll just go around. We'll go around the long way. Around the long way and just deal with it. Let's put the cruise control up to max speed though, road transport. There we go, thank you. And we are very slowly away. So I'm not sure what other crops we've really got to harvest. I've got a feeling they're all going to be, the rest are going to be corn or sunflowers. I think, got a suspicion field 4 is sunflowers as well. I'll have to double check. Actually, I could have gone through. I don't know, field 2 is blocking that still. There may be a path around actually from the farm. Have a look in a minute. We'll go down and check out field 4 there, see what's what and what crop it is. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping it is sunflowers because we've got the header on right now. So this week is the week of how far can I get ahead. I'm going to try and push and get a good amount of content out. Not necessarily out, but at least recorded is what I'm hoping for. And that is, as I said in Monday's video, it's more for myself than anything. I want to get that good start going. We could actually harvest field 1 if we can. Or field 1. Field 4, depending on what crop it is. And then work our way back. And it is. It's not sunflowers. I'm gonna say it's canola. Oh yeah, what a guess. Canola. Sweet. Well, we're not harvesting that then. Need to bring the header trailer first. And replace it back into the combine as we just ran it into the rocks. Unfold all this. And we're away. Harvesting the corn. There's one thing I've never actually seen down by me before, and that's corn harvesting like this. I think they've done it, but I've never personally seen it being done. The farmer who used to work the fields down bottom of my road as a kid, there was 2 fields by the M4 that they grew corn in at one point. And I believe it was probably harvested like we're harvesting right now. It wasn't for silage. And I distinctly remember the well, I think it was the guy who was renting the land, said to my dad, if you guys ever want the corn, just take a bag over there, help yourself. He was a good guy. He was pretty relaxed, pretty chill. Just like most farmers, probably. And my dad knew him, knew what... I wouldn't say they were friends by any means, but walking the dog down there for all these years, he grew to know him. Quite often wonder, like, what machinery do they have now? Because back when I was growing up down there, they had an old Fendt. It was either a Farm Air or a Vario of some sort, like the ones I'm really fond of for that reason. Old Massey, pretty sure it was a 300, and 2 old Massey Ferguson combines that he used to use down there. I don't think he had any John Deeres. May have had New Hollands, I can't remember. But that Massey, the Fendt, and those 2 Massey Ferguson combines will always stick in my mind. Had balers, round balers too, and squares. Can't remember what it was. But I've got fond memories of that stuff. Like I say, quite often think, what machinery are they using now? Oh, and they had a huge old school sprayer. I always remember that thing rusty and dilapidated. And an old tanker. It was faded sort of pink, rusty, they used to use for fertilization. They moved from one side of the field to the opposite. And one of these days I think I'll have to show you guys, because I talk about it so much. These fields. Got a lot of happy memories down there. I've always thought if I was ever going to make a map or anything like that, and I'm not saying I've got no wish or want to do it, it'd probably be those fields. I'd make a fictional farmyard and work those fields, because they were good sized fields too. They were big, weren't exactly small. Had a public footpath running down it, but the farmyard was quite far away actually. Like I say, he rented those fields from someone. I can't remember who actually owns them, but rented them out, and his farmyard was quite away. The guy had a grain haulage company, and he used to do the farming on the side as a bit of fun, from what I understand. How true that is, I don't know. That's from what I got told from my dad. Going way back in the day. And before I forget, I need to get a thumbnail, so let's switch off the HUD. Spin that around. And actually, you know what? I'll probably get it from the opposite side. Maybe running along the top or this side. We'll see how it looks. going around here. The game looks so better without the huddle. It really does. And boom. I'll grab pictures. Put them in the file. As I've said, I'm really making a good go at getting a butt ton recorded. So if I can get this week done, I'm probably going to be looking at maybe running another week of HofBergmann. I don't know yet. More than likely. So like I say, harvest, seed, done. Or possibly just even harvest the rest and see where we are. I think I'm up to almost 10 episodes now, so a good amount. And then we'll have a look around, see what's around. Kind of waiting for Dusty Dave's stuff to come out. I may end up shooting him a PM, asking him sort of what's going to be the next thing to release, and possibly get set up for doing that. I don't want to just do Oakfield. I love the map, but I don't want you guys getting bored of it. I think doing the live streams on it all the time, I think you guys are getting bored of it, I'm not going to lie. So we'll check out the American map, see how that does. I don't know if Sim was streaming today. I did text him, and if he'd never reply, which I'm not surprised. He could well be sorting stuff out for moving when me and him become neighbours. As you guys are probably going to hear that reference quite a lot. We're not literally becoming neighbours, I just want to throw that out there. He is moving around 45 minutes away from me, so we're just calling each other neighbours for the hell of it. More for the banter than anything. But it probably means we'll be seeing a lot more of each other hanging out and whatnot, which should be good fun. We're good friends and get on very, very well, and similar in as far as humour goes, that's for damn sure. There's quite often on TeamSpeak there, it gets ridiculous where someone says something and then we go and make fun of what they said or have a bit of banter and we say exactly the same thing. That happens too much. Way, way too much. And it usually ends up with some explicit, it's happened again, pretty much. Here's the bottom line of that. Also, I want to get American Truck and Euro Truck recorded as well. I want to get an American Truck recorded for this weekend, I think, this weekend. I want to get back on that. Videos every day of the week. I don't know if we'll have videos every day of the week. Monday to, let's say, Saturday. More than likely. So Sunday is just going to be a archive day, maybe. That could be a day where I put up a few archives, because I do have a lot of live stream archives to put up. I just don't know when to put them up without screwing over my main video for the day. I just realised we've just been going around in circles. Typical American style corn harvesting. I'm going to need to grab the tractor to run down here too, actually. I'll put my pipe out. Wait for the tractor to come. Oh yeah, I got to bring the tractor over. It's one thing I'm going to enjoy with the American style maps. Course play, combine convoys, and then running around with the auger wagon. Which you could probably get away with doing that on Lone Oak. They do have auger wagons like that in the UK. Florborough Farms uses one, I believe. I think. I know Farming Photography, he's got pictures of them being used in the UK, and as I've said multiple times in the past, I judge what I use off of that page. Not solely off of that page, but if I've got questions, is it used in the UK? I'll typically go on that webpage or that page on Facebook and look through their pictures, or his pictures. Because 9 times out of 10 you get the people that say, they don't use them in the UK, that's wrong. You can go on there and go, yes they do, click, boom. Kind of shuts them up pretty damn quick. Because, yeah, it's not used wisely, but it's used. I don't think in a million years auger wagons were used in the UK. Wrong. They are. Hey, I managed to stop in time. Alright then, let's find a tractor. It should be this bad boy. And I think in a minute I'm going to have to pause and open my window because it is stupidly hot in here. I can understand it when it was all snowy and crappy outside, but it's warm out. It's like 10 degrees out there right now, I think. Yeah, 9 degrees, light rain. Don't need the heating on all day. I never understood it here. They haven't got the heater on, the boiler on a timer or anything like that. It's literally, they manually switch it on and they manually switch it off again. Stupid. I'd have it set for certain times and then manually override it. So like, put it on for 2 hours in the morning before people get up. Maybe another 3 hours in the afternoon. And then a little while later at night before people start going to bed. Kind of comedy, but hey, am I placed to do anything or say anything about it? I'll just open my window if it gets too hot in my room. I've just gone past the entrance. Just to try to small enough you can see what's coming. And a whole lot of nothing by the looks of it. Power. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll go open the window when this is emptying, so you guys aren't missing much. We'll probably have this field harvested. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have brought the header trailer down. Son of a gun. This may end up filling it anyway. We shall see. Alrighty, this is filling. We should be right back. And just as I sit back down, it is done. Empty. And we're off again. I can't believe it. I keep on leaving beacons on. Like those are on too. Doing that more and more I'm seeing. I'm noticing. One more thing I am noticing. Having my mic back on the boom. So much less noise in the audio tracks. One of these days I'll get the boom set up or bring it with me, but extra weight. And me having a new suitcase. Believe it or not, I think it must be like 4 pounds heavier or whatever, because I'm closer to the weight limit every time. Just on clothes alone, it's ridiculous. And over the summer, I bring less clothes because it's just shorts, pretty much shorts and a couple of pairs of trousers. Unlike last summer, I regretted my decision. But even then, whether I'll pack both pairs or one, I don't know. But that's nothing that really needs to be discussed on the channel. What clothes do I pack when I go to Canada? How you know you're running out of stuff to say already in the first episode of Farming Simulator for this week's recording session? When you're talking about your clothes going to Canada. Oh dear. Oh dear. What has this become? And that's pretty much what it is right now. I've run out of things to say. So after this, I'll probably have a look on the mod hub, see if there's anything new gone up there. It being Monday, I highly doubt it. It's probably going to be at least Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. We'll see stuff. I have my doubts, to be honest. As far as Oakfield goes, what we've got to do on there, possibly a little fast time so we can harvest another field. Finish off that other field. Good God, I'm glad to see the back of it. I'll get that seeded on courseplay. I don't care. I really don't care. I think that's really... Actually, I guess we can just go straight up and down now. Maybe feeding the animals, whether we should need to be doing that, I don't know, I don't think so. We could do a bit of compost spreading. Load up the manure spreader with that. Which, again, I may do. Load up a trailer and dump it somewhere in the vicinity of the yard or the placeable area. So it's a little bit closer to home. More than likely what I'll do. So that actually could be what we do this week. Tomorrow's episode. Mess around with the leapers. I do like those things. Whether it's for the forestry or as a excavator for the compost. They're just fun machines to play around with, they really are. I enjoy them big time. And we rinse through this field fairly quick, I'm surprised. So it'll probably be maybe 2 trailer loads of that out of it. Oh, one thing I can talk about, Pure Farming. They seem to have been... Everyone's probably seen the trailers at this point. Their advertising budget must be huge. I was going to use other words there, but that would have required a beep. Yeah, their budget for advertising must be huge. With them advertising about Pure Farming is only around the corner, and we now have modding. Yay! Look at us go. We've actually seen how much people were complaining about no modding, and we've made tools for you guys so you can mod just like Farming Simulator. How many people are going to be modding that game? Maybe a handful. Like I say, from my experience right now, it's gonna flop hardcore. It really is. They've improved the ground textures from what I've seen. They've put that over their Facebook page. Due to YouTube and everyone's feedback. Oh, yeah. No poop, Sherlock. If you're pulling a product out in 2018 that looks like the ground did in Farming Simulator 2009, 10 years ago, you got some issues. Like, I don't know. And Pure Farming, it could have had a lot of potential as far as other style of harvesting, not arable stuff. Orchards, the vineyards, the rice, so on and so forth, the cocoa plants. But they didn't listen to the community, or they didn't seem to do some basic research into what people have been wanting in the game, or farming in the game for a long time. And just the way stuff works. So it's like, yeah, here's an idea, Farming Simulator's doing well, let's try and jump on that market. And I feel that's what a lot of it is. You didn't see any of the farm games on the market until Farming Simulator come along. And the first game was, yeah, it was a joke. People were like, it's another one of those crappy simulators. Second one come around, haha, they've released another one. FS11 got taken a tiny bit more serious. FS13 dropped and it got on consoles and markets and all of that just went through the absolute roof. And then 15 and 17, it ain't a joke anymore. It's a game that a lot of people that are hardcore gamers that play first person shooters, I know personally, have come to me and gone, I actually really like this game. Not in a million years would I have bought it, but it's so damn relaxing. Just farming. It's amazing that it's brought people into the agricultural side of things. Now, I haven't got an agricultural background, most of you guys know this, but you see a lot of people from the outside looking in. I've lived out pretty much in the country all my life, so up until recently, in the last 5 years. Both my parents, but my dad worked on farms, going way back when he was a kid. My mum grew up on a farm. It kind of runs in the blood very loosely. My mum's dad, so my granddad, he was a farmer. So, is it in the blood? Yeah. I've always been around big animals, animals, horses, cows, stuff like that. Not worked with cows before, but horses I have, as you guys know. So I've got a love for this stuff. And I'm glad to see farming's really connected a lot of people. So minus the other pieces that we're missing, I'm just going to run down and grab this section. And then we'll call it quits for today's episode. So we'll be back on Oakfield tomorrow. Depending on how I'm feeling. And we'll see how the stream goes. Because I highly doubt I'm going to get the whole week recorded today. I'll be impressed with myself. We may go back to the American series, or I may wait for Lone Oak to do that, and that's kind of what I'm wanting to do. And Bill's already put it out there that I'll be getting it, so look forward to that. I'm looking forward to playing on it, to be quite honest. And I'm probably going to just do once a week. Yeah, I'll probably stream it for a week, but I don't think I'll push it too much. And I'm getting the other bits. I'm waffling on. I'll save my thought process for another video. Till next time, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow on Oakfield Farm. Later.